What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Next Man Up podcast. This is the 67th episode. Today it's gonna be an NFL awards. So just go over all the awards. Just predict all that type of good stuff. With my boys Max and Latif. How y'all feeling?
Feeling good, bro. College football playoff tonight. Gonna order some wings, stay in, enjoy the game. I got Michigan, just because I feel like what
blowout or no blowout?
No, it's not gonna be a blowout. No, I think Michigan gonna be able to control both lines of scrimmage, honestly, and they had a secondary to deal with Washington. Obviously, I don't think they're gonna fully stop them, but they can contain them. And so I think they'll give them upper hand because I think they're a more balanced team, honestly. So I got Michigan in a close game.
I think like the defensive side is all that really matters right now. I don't think Washington's defense is nearly as sound as Michigan's. I think again, I hate saying it, Michigan's just the better team right now, it looks like. And especially if they can establish a run game early and what you're saying, dominate the trenches, there's very few things stopping that right now. So I do think that Michigan will win. I don't know. I think there's serious blowout potential, but I do think that I don't know. I think Penix is going to surprise me and go off for 303 touchdowns, which won't be enough.
If he wins tonight, it's going to be people pushing him first round, and it's going to be that's going to be disgusting because he's not a first round quarterback. But
Penix,
yeah, it's not a first round.
Okay, I think I JJ.
Neither one of them are first round quarterbacks, honestly. But I don't know. Alabama should be there, man. It's so heartbreaking to see it. Alabama should be in the fucking championship. I don't know. It just the play calling down the stretch is just disgusting. Man, I really don't like Jalen Monroe because I was coming around to him. I was coming around to him the entire season. Then I can't, bro. Bro.
Okay.
I seen it. I seen a tweet and it was like, what, bro? What?
I don't think Alabama deserves to be in it. They lost fair and square. I'm sorry, but Georgia blows both these teams out of the water. If Georgia's in it, they kill both these teams.
Why do they kill Michigan?
Notice, huh?
Why do they kill Michigan? Why do they kill Michigan?
I think if you replay that Alabama-Georgia game, I think Georgia wins the next 3 times they play.
What does that have to do Alabama, with them? What does that have to do with them beating Michigan, though? Michigan's a good team.
I think Georgia's
the best great team
in the country. I think Bama got lucky, and I think Bama beat them. I think Georgia's the best team in the country.
They didn't get lucky. Stop. They didn't get lucky.
It's a good game. Don't get me wrong. I think Georgia's the best team in the country, though.
How did they get lucky?
They had a great game. They played a great. Oh, Penix.
Who is that? Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm a fan of Penix because last week I became a fan of Penix when he was on there shouting out Florida and his hood. I ain't gonna lie, the do-rag, it moved me. I ain't gonna lie, he got aura.
That moved you. You're weird,
bro. Anyways, but what I was gonna say though, I was coming around Amiro the entire season. I didn't like him to get in the season, and then he started cooking a little bit. Honestly, I saw this tweet and it was like Jalen Miro is what all them racist people think black quarterbacks is like, and low key, I can't lie, man. He's a great athlete. That's what I want to say. he needs to develop his passing a lot, or we're going to be cooked next year again. So
blank
getting the lap, huh?
Blank.
What are you talking about, bro?
Oh my gosh. It's crazy that you don't get it and you're an Alabama fan. So
I don't know what you said. Blank. I don't know what that means.
Bro. Blank.
Oh yeah, his slogan he was saying.
Oh, Link. Yeah, that was corny as hell. Anyway, we can start that.
That was just one of the wildest play calls at the end of the game. I get it, give it to your best player, but he just fumbled a couple times. He tripped. It was just. I don't think that was a great the right play call, but.
I think Nick Saban was lying. I don't think that was a play call. I think it was an RPO, but the snap was bad. I think he was trying to protect his center. I don't think that was a play call.
I mean, protect him, and he left.
I mean, he sucks. I'm glad he left. He's trash.
All right, with that being said, I think it's time to hop into the episode. Start off with the NFL awards. At the beginning of the season, we predicted who we thought was going to win each of these award categories. So it'll actually be kind of fun to see how it played out. I know my MVP is definitely not the MVP, and I can say that for a lot of these awards. So I'm just going to start with you, Max.
Who was your MVP? Tua? Oh, yeah, I forgot Tua.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Anyways,
Move about 3 weeks is crazy. Move about. I would like to revisit that. He said that, he'd rather have Tua than Justin Herbert
It was
and Joe Burrow.
everybody. It was everybody. There was
nobody
so
said.
many
Nobody
people
else said that. But nobody else said that. But
no. I'm saying. He said like everybody. He was calling out like. I think it was like basically everybody but Mahomes and Allen. Like he was putting in top 5, top 3, like conversations.
He said
he was not
everybody but
supposed to be in.
Mahomes.
Anyways, we can start off.
Reactionary, Jaden.
What
about what, right?
Huh?
Yeah, I was just gonna start by MVP and then go down. Or you wanted just to list them?
No, award by award.
All right. So Max, go ahead and give me your MVP. I feel like this is gonna be pretty standard across the board.
Yeah, no, I was right. I should have put money on it. Lamar Jackson is the MVP this year. He proved that the last 6 games to none of that. I think it's crazy to say that anyone but Lamar's the front runner right now.
Yeah, Lamar's my MVP too. I think it's pretty consistent at this point. The Dolphins and 49ers game really sealed it. And I'm glad Lamar is going to be a 2-time MVP. With all the narratives that was going around him in the offseason, he definitely deserves it.
Yeah. Lamar Jackson, bro. All right. Next award. You got the Defensive Player of the Year. I'm going to start with you, Latif.
My Defensive Player of the Year is Myles Garrett. He has the highest pressure rate. He has the highest double team rate. So just the impact he has on a defense, he led the best defense in the NFL this year. It's like his teammates get so many opportunities just off his gravity alone. He also had 14 sacks and 5 forced fumbles. Not the greatest numbers, but like I said, he's double teamed the most out of any player, I believe, in the entire NFL on the defense side of the ball. So that impact alone just gives him the Defensive Player of the Year for me.
I agree. I also have Myles Garrett. The fact that before Joe Flacco got there was a bunch of question marks about who's going to play quarterback, but they were still winning football games with how great their defense was. Their defense has been elite all year, the best, if not 2. But I think there's really no debate that their defense has anchored that team. Joe Flacco's played great, don't get me wrong, but Myles Garrett is the best player on the best defense, and he's been playing out of his mind. So I'd probably give it to Myles Garrett as well.
Yeah, that's 3 across the board. Let's go to Offensive Player of the Year. I feel like we're all gonna say the same stuff. I mean, it's between 2.
I mean, it depends. There's 2. Yeah, there's 2.
Yeah.
Is anyone picking? Is anyone picking Reek? Is anyone picking Tariq?
I'm not. No.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Kind of insane.
I'm picking CMC too. So I'll just go first. Like I'm picking CMC. I think, yeah. Again, I guess maybe I can hear you out about Tyreek, but like, I don't know. I have CMC. Since trading for him last year and this year, he's completely like elevated their offense and just the different things they're able to do with the offense. The whole Brock Purdy conversation, I think you have to give partial of that to everyone on the offense, but a lot of it is, in fact, that they got CMC, and he just opens up that offense so much more.
CMC had 21 touchdowns and 2,000 yards. He's the Offensive Player of the Year. He's the most valuable player on that 49ers offense outside of Trent Williams. So he's definitely the Offensive Player of the Year. Tyreek was in it for a while, but he got injured, kind of slowed his momentum down. Also, CeeDee Lamb should be an honorable mention.
Yeah.
I believe he won a triple count. I believe he won a triple crown this year. I think so. If he didn't have it in receiving TDs, he had it in rushing. He finished first in total TDs for wide receivers, first in receiving yards, first in receptions. And I think CeeDee Lamb emerged as a top 5 wide receiver this season, if not top 3. He was insane this year.
Just to give it some diversity, I'll say Tyreek Hill, but I was initially gonna say CMC. But all right, Coach of the Year. I think Max, you started off. Teef, give me yours.
This is tough. I've seen a couple different things.
Is your name
Teef?
I don't know if your name was Teef. My name was Teef.
I thought he literally said Max started off. My fault.
Nah.
I thought he said Max.
Go ahead.
No, it's cool. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let Latif go.
Bro. I don't know.
Coach of the Year. I got it, bro. Coach of the Year is Kevin Stefanski. It is. There are some people in the running, DeMeco Ryans, Shane Steichen, but Kevin Stefanski went through 3 or 4 quarterbacks, injuries to Nick Chubb, injuries to the defense, and they made the playoffs, and they got the rest the last week of the season. So Kevin Stefanski is definitely Coach of the Year. No one has had to deal with what he had to, and it just showed like how great of a coach he is.
For me, it's a top 2. I love DeMeco Ryans, but I do think it's Kevin Stefanski as well. The amount of turnover that's gone over there with the quarterback play. He's had the defense sound, but they've gone through their own injuries there. DeMeco Ryans, what he's done is amazing. Winning the division with a rookie quarterback and a bunch of like question marks on that offense. He's put out a great unit, has potentially an offensive and defensive rookie of the year. He's been great for the Texans, but I do think that Kevin Stefanski should get it as well.
Yeah, this
Who's
is
the closer? My bad.
I don't even have that much to say. This might be pretty boring, bro. I got Stefanski too. What were you saying, Teef?
No, I was gonna say it was a close race this year because it was you had Shane Steichen, DeMeco. Shane Steichen also almost got the coach to the playoffs with almost said, what's his name? AR.
Gardner Minshew though, but Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, Gardner Minshew at quarterback with AR out for the season. So they building a lot over there in Indianapolis. You should have been a Colts fan, Max.
Yeah, you're saying that 12 years, 15 years after it? You should have been a Bears fan, but you're not.
I don't have.
Anyways, I don't.
You should
understand.
be a Colts fan.
You're weird.
I'm talking about Latif.
No, he's weird. He's trying to say I live in Indiana.
He's from Indiana, bro.
I don't know. He's being weird.
Who do you think had a better roster coming into this year? Do you think like you rather would have had Steichen's position, or you rather would have had DeMeco's position? Like who had the harder time? I guess. I think DeMeco had the harder time.
Definitely DeMeco. I'm not gonna lie. DeMeco might win it just off the fact that everybody expected the Texans to have like a number 2 pick again. No one expected. Like obviously,
the Colts had a mid. The Colts roster is mid enough.
Yeah, it's obviously not the most surprising. Like the award is not the most surprising season of the year award. Like that's not it. But DeMeco, what he did and the expectations they overcame like this year is crazy. So I think it's not like a consistent Kevin Stefanski thing. I think DeMeco Ryans has a case to definitely win it.
All right, Teef, you already know what I'm going with this one, man. It's no surprise. Before I get into this, bro, I wanna silence all the haters. Before all this even started, I think a few weeks into the season, I said, hold on, offensive rookie of the year. Teef, just give me yours.
It's CJ Stroud.
Thank you. Thank you, Max.
CJ Stroud, but again, I think Puka's up there.
Yeah.
Puka gets a nod for sure. Like I think it's like, again, I think we'd be surprised if Puka won, but I think there is some deserving for his season this year.
Bro, I'm just so confused because a lot of things that I say on here, it may sound like crazy, but it seems like it always turns out. The only thing that hasn't turned out is Jalen Green not becoming an all-star. Tua, I guess, but it was looking really good, and I was on that before the season, and then it just didn't happen. But anyways,
you should have learned from last year. Well, go ahead. You should have learned from last year. He did the same thing last year and flamed out again. Like, okay.
Anyways, I say a lot of stuff on here, and it ends up being true. CJ Stroud will be a top 5 quarterback in a few years to come, probably sooner than what I thought it was going to be. I just want to give my flowers, guys. Can you give me my flowers right now? I believe you two hated on me. By the way.
I don't remember you saying that, but I'm not going to say you're lying about it. I'll go back and rewatch the video.
He definitely he said it. He said it. And Jay,
was it a star bench cut? Was it the star bench cut or something?
No, I don't think so. Well, actually, it was. Yeah, it was. It was either a star bench cut. It wasn't a star bench cut. It was a would you rather. Yes, Jay, you said that. Yes, and you got killed in the for the Discord. You did. But a clock is right. The clock is right 2 times a day. A broken clock is right 2 times a day.
Bro, stop saying that, bro. I have more ball knowledge than you. See, it's crazy when I have more ball knowledge than you, and then you just.
That's not true at all. That's not true at all.
Anyways,
a broken clock is right 2 times a day. But yeah, go ahead. Jay.
It was funny last week, but like, it's not funny. All right, bro. I've been into the defensive rookie of the year, Max or Latif.
What? Say it again.
Defensive rookie of the year.
This one I feel like the most contentious. I think this one's kind of got like the most. Maybe not contentious. It's just been the most quiet. I'll probably go with Will Anderson though. I think Christian Gonzalez might honestly be the front runner though if he didn't get injured.
Yeah, it's between Jalen Carter, Will Anderson, and Devin Witherspoon. But for me, it's Will Anderson. he was third in pass rush win rate as a rookie, which is crazy, and he was a big part of the reason why the Texans' run defense was so good this year. He also had 7 sacks, which I think is one more than Jalen Carter. And he was double teamed a lot. He was double teamed 23% of the time. So my defense rookie of the year is not Jalen Carter, Will Anderson for sure. For sure.
Offensive rookie of the year and defensive rookie of the year on the same team is
no, we do have comeback player of the year, I think, unless it's not on the list.
Oh yeah. Bro, we gotta
talk about this. Like, I think what me and Jaden have been saying all year, because I think we've been on the same page. I don't think it should go to DeMar Hamlin, but I think the NFL will give it to DeMar Hamlin. You know what I'm saying? Because he has only played 2 snaps this year. But like, I do think it will go to DeMar Hamlin just because like I think the NFL will give it to him. I think Joe Flacco should probably get the award. Like, I think Joe Flacco coming back from like being home and like whatever, like the stuff he's done, I think Joe Flacco should get the award, but I think DeMar Hamlin will win the award. Does that make sense?
I understand what you're saying, but
on Baker the whole time.
I'm about to say, like, you saying DeMar Hamlin, Joe Flacco, can we get some love to Baker? Like, just last year, he was almost out of the league. He comes back on the Bucs this year, has a great season, like better seasons than a lot of your top 5, top 10 quarterbacks, all that stuff. Leads the Bucs to the playoffs, and they got a home game with a chance to, advance to the second round. Give Baker his respect. So I think Baker should be the comeback player of the year. Personally, he had an actual full season of playing at a great level. Joe Flacco came in mid-season and did what he did, but I feel like it definitely should be Baker Mayfield, comeback player of the year. DeMar Hamlin, I don't care if you play 2 snaps. 2 snaps not enough, bro. I'm sorry.
Bro, he died on the field. He was dead.
I agree.
I understand that, but I understand that it's
more than
2 snaps
in football.
2 snaps.
It's more.
2 snaps.
That's what I'm saying. It's more than football play. It's the fact that he is actually still playing the game of football. Like, that's the comeback. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that, and that's a beautiful story, and that's great and all. But like I said,
that's crazy.
You got.
I think you're just being weird now. Anyways,
how's that weird?
Flacco, I think just the way you're like talking about it is just weird. You're just like talking.
I said it's a beautiful story. Like, it's a beautiful story. It's a great story.
You know you're being sarcastic.
How are we sarcastic?
It's just weird. Anyways, it's just weird. It's just weird. I think Joe Flacco deserves it more than Baker Mayfield. We can get this debate. Hold on one sec. For the simple fact that Joe Flacco came in with less time off the couch to get to take the Browns to the playoffs. Baker was like, I'm sorry, they only won 8 games. That's kind of weird. Isn't like, I get they made the playoffs, but it was just like they had some really bad games. Like, I don't know. I mean, I would rather give Joe Flacco.
He plays on a better team. And you think that Baker Mayfield couldn't have won on the Cowboys? I mean, the Cowboys. If you think Baker Mayfield couldn't have won on the Browns and did the same thing? He definitely could have. Let's be fair right now. He definitely could have. That team, he played on a much better team on the Cowboys. I know their weapons are not great. Their defense is amazing though, and that helped Joe Flacco a lot of the times. I think Baker Mayfield could have did the exact same thing that Joe Flacco did on the Browns, like realistically. And Baker Mayfield had a better season. I didn't mean the Cowboys. Baker Mayfield could have did the exact same thing that Joe Flacco did on the Browns this year. He could have. I'm sorry. He had a better year than Joe Flacco. More games too.
All right.
The Buccaneers actually only went 8 games. I thought he went 9-8. Let me look at this man's stats. 28-10 with 4,000 yards. Come on, bro. 94.6. QBR, bro. Come on, man. He's like that. Not QBR. Rating.
Yeah, so all of the awards, it kind of seemed like, we had the same things in mind. Maybe just a few different answers, but I feel like the awards this year are most likely clear-cut, I would say. We can hop into the next topic. So that wraps up the NFL awards. Jags missed playoffs despite a hot start after starting 8-3. Latif, I know you were very passionate about this, so you can start us off.
I don't know, bro. The Jaguars was the most disappointing team of the NFL season, honestly, bro. Because me and others hyped Trevor Lawrence up. I had him as a dark horse MVP candidate coming into the season. I thought the Jaguars were going to go about 12-5 because the division was supposed to be so easy. But when you look at this division, it's going to be a lot closer over the next 5 to 10 years. I think Anthony Richardson is going to be a star. I think CJ Stroud is already a star, and his potential is extremely high. This Jaguars team was supposed to be in the command of the division for the years to come, and they're not going to be. CJ Stroud is here already. You can make an argument that CJ Stroud is better than Trevor Lawrence, and he is better than Trevor Lawrence. It's going to be an argument. He really is. Speaking on Trevor Lawrence, I think Trevor Lawrence, for being what we call a generational prospect, has not lived up to the hype at all. His first year, Urban Meyer, throw it out the window. Second year, he was pretty bad until the last 9 weeks of the season. And then obviously he had a great playoff game after throwing 4 interceptions in the first half. And then, the sky was the limit coming into the season, but he's completely underachieved. Even in this game against the Titans, Calvin really is wide open. Wide open. Yes, Calvin really probably could have caught that, but he didn't put it on him. Pause. He overthrew him. That was crazy. He overthrew the pass, bro. So Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars' entire season for me has been disappointing. They need to address their defense because it's not good. They need to address the offensive line because it's not good. But when you're supposed to be this generational prospect and all this other stuff, you're supposed to uplift that situation. And we saw quarterbacks like CJ Stroud uplift their situation. So I'm not giving Trevor Lawrence any pass for not making the playoffs. I'm not giving him any pass for that game where he threw, I believe, 2 interceptions. So, I'm not giving him a pass for that. And I think it was utter disappointment because they started off 8-3. To go 8-3 with a 96% chance of making the playoffs and to lose 5 of your last 6 is ridiculous. And I don't think he's the best quarterback in the division anymore. And I think this division is going to be much, much tougher than we thought. Because when I'm not going to lie, coming into the season, I'm like, they got Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, Travis Etienne about to ball out. Doug Peterson is one of the best play callers in the NFL. I'm like, yeah, this Jaguar team is going to be one of the best. Well, it's going to run a division for years because I didn't think CJ Stroud was going to be here this fast. I didn't think the Texans were going to be this good this fast. I like DeMeco Ryans, but I didn't know he's going to have them in the playoffs this fast. So it's like they are not going to have commanding control of the division like I thought they were.
I saw. First of all, I didn't hear the stuff earlier, but did you say you were wrong, Latif? Did you just make sure you said that out loud?
Say what?
You were very wrong about the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I said that. That's how I opened it up.
Just making sure that came out. Sorry, guys. Just had to make sure. I saw a TikTok about this or whatever. Like, we got to start talking about the other quarterbacks in the division. Anthony Richardson got hurt, and like, there's a chance that like he puts some stuff together and like elevates the Colts to above the Jaguars. And I'm not completely telling this all on Trevor Lawrence because their defense was pitiful. But this was very disappointing. Like you said, the 8-3 start to only win 1 game the rest of the year is bad. Like, that's crazy that happened. So I agree. They were supposed to have a cakewalk in this division. Easily walk to a division crown. And even then, you said to beat the Titans, man. It's the Titans. Like, I get it's divisional matchups and stuff, but like the Titans had nothing going for them this year. They had questions at quarterback. They had injury, whatever, and you couldn't beat them. And like, just disappointing. That's insane.
So if you're, I know you said defense, but if you're like just to pinpoint it like specifically on one thing, Teef, would it still just be the defense?
Specifically, because their defense at one point in time was playing well this season. They're playing like a top 12 unit kind of, but then it just fell off. I just think that they perform well against against bad teams, but when they come into like a real contender, they're not ready. And then it just kind of went downhill from there. Like I think everything kind of went downhill for them after the 49ers game. They just clearly want a team of that echelon. Press Taylor is a horrible defensive coordinator. And they were very bad tackling, especially in this game. Derrick Henry was going crazy on them. I think they can use another corner. Wouldn't hurt. Maybe their linebacker play would get a little bit better, but their pass rush, Travon Walker had a definitely a better year 2. Is it year 2 or year 1? No, year 2. So I think their pass rush is young and is growing. But I think they probably go either linebacker or like corner if they're going to add to the draft or to free agency. That's where I would go. But offensive line is probably their biggest struggle.
There's no way they're sitting and like happy with Trayvon Walker though. Looking at the people they could have got, just 2 guys, Sauce and Aiden Hutchinson. Like, there's no way you're sitting like great year, but like, sure, it might have been a great year by Trayvon Walker, but Hutch and Sauce are still like far beyond them right now. So I think like they're still regretting that pick, but
no, definitely should be regretting it for sure.
All right, I think that wraps that up. I thought you were gonna say more, Teeth. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say a lot more.
I don't want to dwell on Trevor Lawrence too much, but I don't know. He definitely I had high hopes for him, bro. I was talking crazy for the season start, and he just let me down. He let me down. I'm not gonna lie. He let me down. It's crazy. I saw people compare him to like Baker Mayfield and Marcus Mariota. That's when people can get
that is ridiculous. I ain't gonna lie. That's nuts.
You compare Baker Mayfield's stats and Trevor Lawrence stats for their first 2 seasons or first 3 seasons. It's kind of like very, very similar. But
Mariota is ridiculous, though.
When we actually look at it, he hasn't been like that good. Like Trevor Lawrence is not, especially since for what he was hyped up to be. It's been like a complete disappointment, honestly. He still has time to grow. But I saw people, we got Jags fans in the Discord and they were like, we need to get another wide receiver. Like, he has enough help. Like,
yeah, who are you kicking out? Who are you kicking out for your
exactly?
Receiver?
Like, Calvin really,
it's not terrible at all.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Calvin really was underwhelming. Christian Kirk is good. Evan Ingram is good. Travis Etienne, he has weapons around him. So I'm not giving him that.
That's how you cope with bad QB.
Yeah,
that's how
I'm not
coming from a Bears fan. That's how you cope with it.
Literally.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that real soon because I definitely got a lot to say about that.
No, we're about to get
let's get into it. Let's say about that.
Let me go first.
All right. Let me introduce it. So Packers beat the Bears to clinch playoffs. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Jordan Love just looks, way better than Justin Fields.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's ridiculous. The Teeth, weren't you? I swear you were talking so much.
No, I was not. I was not talking about Jordan Love.
We all were. We all had to.
Well, maybe like in a group chat, like talking like he's saying he sucks.
After the Raiders game. After that Raiders
game,
yeah.
But yeah, it's proven Jordan Love is just head and shoulders above Mr. Fields. So Max, me and you are Bears fans of this podcast. I just want to tell me what you think. How did you feel?
I've been like trying to give every excuse of like Jordan Love's not it, Jordan Love's whatever. And I'm not going to sit here and call him like a top 10 quarterback yet. I'm not going to sit here and say it, but he has shown so much in these past 10 weeks to make Packers fans happy everywhere. He's definitely shown enough to keep the job. I'm not going to sit here and say that he's the next coming to Aaron Rodgers yet, because that's not even true yet, right? He's got so much more to do, but he has definitely earned a spot for the next year. The whole waiting game that they went through has definitely paid off. The coaching, Green Bay's always like solid coaching, obviously. His weapons are lacking, and getting another, like if he got his Devontae Adams, that would only be so much better. Jaden Reed's played great. Christian Watson's kind of been a little non-existent. He has great running back play. Like, he's got a great offense around him. You just need better receivers, I think. You need some more receivers. Their O-line's always solid. You have a great tandem at running back. Having Aaron Jones is so underrated. I'm sorry. Having Aaron Jones is so underrated. Aaron Jones is a great pass-catching running back, and he's just a great running back overall to give, especially – I guess not a rookie quarterback, but a first-year quarterback. Their O-line is always solid, regardless of what happens, and their play calling is always good with LaFleur. Like, they always put out a competent offense, and you can blame it, obviously, to Aaron Rodgers, but this shows that it is also a system thing. They also have a good system in place. So, 100%, like, I think I don't know. I think they have a chance against the Cowboys. It's the narrative because it's Green Bay and Dallas, and that's always how it is, but I think they kind of have a chance against the Cowboys. But
they can run the ball. They can run the ball on them. They can run the ball on them. So
yeah. It's just the Cowboys and the Packers. Like, I feel like that's always a matchup, and the Cowboys always seem to choke against the Packers. But the thing that I put in the group chat and I texted about the Bears going forward, you can't keep Eberflus and you can't keep Fields. I always thought this entire year Eberflus was gone, so let's keep Fields. It's fine. And everything I've been seeing is that Eberflus is here to stay, and that only means one thing. So not great. I don't even know, because like I'm so nervous that even if we do, let's say we trade Fields and we do get Caleb, this is going to be the same thing over. Like, the Bears cannot get anything right as far as play on the field. They can make these flashy moves. Obviously, the DJ Moore trade was a great move, right? Regardless of what happened, it was a great move. You got DJ Moore and you got the first this year, so it was a great move because you have the ability to take Caleb, to take Marv, do whatever you want. But like, if I'm 3 years from now and we are still in this position, then I don't know what else to do. Because right now you are in the prime position to do what you want. Get the next franchise guy or think he's the franchise guy and move forward. Our defense has stepped up, but that game they looked non-existent. It was brutal. So it was brutal. I thought we'd win that game.
Now, let me say something, Teef.
I'm itching, bro.
I want a quarterback like Green Bay has. I want a quarterback like Green Bay has. Where's to my guy Alex Brown? It's over with, bro. I'm done, bro. This has literally solidified it, bro. If Justin Fields had any chance, it was this game. Respectfully, it was this game. Everybody was riding his wave. All the fans were, we want Fields. If he just could have clutched this one out, bro, against one of the biggest rivalries across sports, he would have had a chance. But it's over with.
I think he has it. I think the Bears, honestly, are at the point where if he wins this game, they're like, take the contract extension. Like, it's signed. It's done. I think the front office and the fans wanted this game, and it didn't happen. Like, I think literally this was the game that, like, I know Adam Rank, like, went on a big rant about it or whatever, or, like, the one guy on NFL Network, like, talking about this was the game. You send the Packers home. You eliminate Green Bay at Lambeau. Like, I think he honestly has a contract waiting for him at his locker when he comes back, and it didn't work.
No, that would have been.
Whether you want to say he deserved it or not, I think that's what it was.
That would have been huge for his case, and he messed it up. I don't have too much. I really don't have too much to say, bro. Justin Fields, it's over, buddy. Latif.
He knows that. You saw him in the press conference. He knows his raps. He said goodbye to Chicago. We all saw me texting the group chat before the game started. Hey, I'm going to echo the sentiments y'all put, man. Listen, if there was ever a chance for Justin Fields, there ever was, it was this game. It really was, bro. He had a pristine opportunity. Pristine. It don't get no better than this. Packers need to win. You keep them out of playoffs. We from Chicago. We know what this rivalry is, bro. All you have to do is come out and have a great game, and nobody's thinking about Caleb at all. And what do you do?
Touchdown.
What do you do? He failed. Mind you, this defense gave Bryce Young 312 yards and 2 touchdowns. I don't want to hear his offensive line. I don't want to hear his receivers because Bryce Young is in a worse situation. This defense has been terrible over the last 4 or 5 weeks, and Justin Fields cannot move the ball against them. Like Jaden said, there's a clear difference in what the Green Bay Packers have at quarterback and what the Bears have at quarterback. It was a clear difference because Jordan Love's weapons are not better than Justin Fields. I promise you, it's not. They're not.
No, I think they're underrated, but I think they're not good. They're not anywhere near anymore.
The Packers are the youngest team to ever make the playoffs. So
that's fine. That doesn't necessarily mean good or bad. It just means inexperience. I think their running back room helps out a lot.
Bro, stop. Stop coping. I don't want to hear him no more, Max.
I was going to say, Max, you're really
I don't want to hear it. No, you're coping.
Max, you're coping.
No, because you can't. No, stop. You came in here talking about some. They're gonna have to get rid of Eberflus or have to get rid of. I don't want to hear that, bro. Fields is gone. You're trying to hold on to it, bro. And your take last week. I need you to recant that because it don't make sense now. First of all, that's one. First of all, bro, and this is the problem with the Bears organization. It's too many people like Max. The Bears might ruin it. They're gonna just ruin it, bro. They have never ever in the history of NFL had a prospect on the level of Caleb Williams in life. Mitchell Trubisky is not Caleb Williams as a prospect. Justin Fields is not Caleb Williams as a prospect. This is a no-brainer. The situation is clear now. I'm glad he shit the bed because now the situation is clear. Number one picks do not come around too often. Not too many times. The Bears first. This is like the Bears' first number one overall pick in like 50 years last year, right? There's something like a long time. And now you got it again, and you're thinking about trading it again. Like, no, the situation, the deal, the situation is over. Justin Fields. Show flashes, but just not enough. I'm sorry. You can go start somewhere else and be. I think he still has the potential to be a good quarterback.
He does have. It could be like a different scenario will help him.
Yeah, scenery for sure. Send him to Atlanta. They got a whole bunch of weapons. No excuses there, and they like to run the ball. You could be
especially with firing Arthur Smith. I think with Arthur Smith, he doesn't succeed in Atlanta.
You get a good OC in Atlanta, a good head coach in Atlanta. Send him to Atlanta. We can get like a 3rd round pick back, something like that. But
you think you can go to Las Vegas?
No, he's gonna be trash in there. He literally. There's not too many options for him.
Atlanta is actually now thinking about it, too. That's like a perfect tutor.
Why would you not sit behind Jimmy G for like a season and develop a little more?
Come on, bro.
That's ridiculous.
Come on, bro.
Atlanta sounds nice.
If he goes there, If he goes there and can't beat out Jimmy G, we know his career is done. If he can't beat out Jimmy
I
G, his
think
career is done.
Atlanta is the best just because their O-line is so underrated. Their O-line is great. It's a top unit. I'm sorry. It gets overhated way too much. If you get a creative play caller, you still have Bijan and Tyler Algier, who played okay. You have Drake London. You have Kyle Pitts. You have a solid – it could be like the makings of a great team. You just need to put in a creative play caller who's going to, like, let those players play. You know what I'm saying? Like, Arthur Smith was weird. That would have been horrible.
Justin
But
Fields
I
will
think
be perfect. I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know. I honestly don't think his ceiling is that high. I think he'd be probably like a top 15 guy, like a mid-level guy. But he has potential. But the Bears video that we just put out like 5 days ago, the best video we had in a long time, got 405 views in 5 days. And I just want to read some comments from him because people did.
It was
comments.
a video or a shorts?
It was a segment. The short did like 2.5K. We put it out. It was me and Max debating the field situation, and Max, you're completely wrong. 1 week, it's crazy because 1 week later, it looks the situation looks so much different. It's ridiculous.
Remember, like this, where I'm wrong, it's like, oh, it's whatever. But when he talked about the Jags, it's like,
yeah,
we just move over the top.
Yeah, we just squeaked by. We just squeaked by, bro.
But then when he's like really wrong, he had the Jags as potential Super Bowl teams. They didn't make playoffs, so
yeah,
that's fine.
Damn, I did do that. That's crazy.
I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna say anything. Like, it's how it is. I was wrong about it. Like, it's fine. But like,
all right, let me just read some of these comments.
Come on, man. Like I said before, you don't have to get mad. It's okay. It's all right. The Jags, that's okay.
Coach I Chicago, thank you for the comment. He said, love this conversation from Chicago. Let's drive the price all the way up. If Caleb was like that, they need to start the conversations at 6 first-round picks. Oh my God! Not see this. What the hell? What is he talking about? Let's rob someone again like last year. This is what I'm talking about. Bears fans are delusional, bro. Like, this is the most delusional fan base I've ever seen in life. Alex Viveros. I think this is someone that's like a frequent on the channel. Honestly, I'm pro using the first pick on the QB. A smart man. There we go. The Bears' current front office did not draft Justin, and most of the guys the front office tried to draft their guy. That's completely true, which I use a lot. Justin's been good, but Caleb and Drake upside is too good not to take, especially. Yeah, so it was a lot of. Go ahead.
Any chance that Drake May gets picked first?
I saw it on the mock draft.
There's a chance.
I saw it on the mock draft.
Like,
I think the UNC thing.
Like, I get it. If we're gonna mess up, like, it could happen. I'm not saying Drake May is the wrong pick, but with all this love, like, there is a great chance if any organization takes it, it's Chicago. But it's a different GM. It's just how it goes.
Max, that's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. Get out your mindset, please. Get that out. This is why y'all fans, Bears fans, you are stuck in poverty. Get it out your head. Bro, y'all have never had prospects like this. Y'all have never had prospects like this, ever.
We had the number 2 overall pick.
Mr. Trubisky is not the level of prospect that Caleb Williams or Drake May is.
I didn't even want Trubisky. I was confused why we did that.
But it's just like the fact that you have 3 quarterbacks. There were 3 quarterbacks in the top 3. You have a 66% chance to get an all-pro quarterback, and we draft.
That's not how it works. That's not how it works. I'm
just saying. You have Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, and Mr. Trubisky.
Oh, you talking about that? Yes. Okay, yes. I understand what you're saying then. But
you know what I'm saying?
The guy you selected,
take a great guy. We messed up.
I understand it. The guys here, though, the guys you're going to select either or Caleb or Drake, those aren't the level of prospects that they've had though. Like Mr. Trubisky is like Caleb. He's not Caleb. He's not Drake May. Justin Fields, I'm sorry, is not Drake May or Caleb. He's not. That's not the level of prospect he is. He never was. So y'all haven't got this mindset of, oh, the Bears are going to fuck it up. They can't develop quarterbacks. Y'all have never, ever drafted a quarterback that had the ceiling of these players.
No, they can't. They can't.
You're saying there can't miss prospects. You are saying there can't miss prospects.
I think Caleb is probably Caleb is as close as you can get, and Drake May is a little bit like a level below that. I think
slightly below that.
Like, you gotta watch the tape, bro.
I know
Drake May is him.
It doesn't matter. It's like we could do whatever, whether it's not.
That's not true. That's just not how it is.
My biggest thing that I'm sad about is that we don't get Marv. I wanted Marv. I wanted Marv to be side by side with DJ. That's not going to happen. Marv and Kyler is going to be dominating the NFC West for years to come. That's a disgusting pair.
NFC West. I mean NFC West. My bad.
NFC West. Yeah. NFC West. That's a disgusting combo. And like, I think the happiest team right now is probably the Arizona Cardinals. Because they don't have to worry about getting a line, they get Marv. So I don't know. I think
who would you rather prefer? Max. Don't say anything dumb and say Justin Fields, bro. Do you still want Justin Fields?
No, like I said, with the two people out, how it is, like something has to change, and like especially with that game, like I'm not even gonna fight anymore. It's fine. Like I guess don't give me necessarily Caleb. I am like I would look at Drake May. I'd say if you had to like make me pick right now, I'd probably pick Caleb. But like I don't think it's just like okay, we have one, we're picking Caleb. You know what I mean?
The dumb thing is though, people are saying like, yeah, they're gonna look at UNC, see Mitchell Trubisky, and not want to do it again, which is like,
no,
you
no, it's not.
You can't do it like that. Like
it's a joke. Like I feel like you could joke about it, but that's not the same thing at all.
Like Drake May is 6'4", like 220. He can run. He can make every single.
Good?
Bro, he's my favorite quarterback in the draft. Like
the way you said that was
the way you said that was
the way
hey man, weird. He's Mr. Do Right. He's Mr. Do Right and kill everything, bro. He literally is, bro. And people don't know.
Who'd you pick?
I'm picking Caleb. I mean,
that was actually disgusting. Please never do that ever again.
I've been calling him that. I've been calling him Mr. Do Right and kill everything. I've been calling him that.
You're borderline.
Okay. I get this isn't one of the topics, but we're just talking about with the draft. Who's quarterback number 3 off the board?
Jaden Daniels. Easily. But he should be top 10 though. But yeah, Drake May can do everything on the field. It's literally nothing he can do.
All right, can we stop, bro? I tuned out once you said do right and kill everything. That was just weird. Anyways, let's go into the Eagles. We've been saying this about the Eagles. The Eagles literally just don't look like what they were last year, and
it's so weird.
Kind of cementing that with this game against the Giants. Latif. No, I started off with Latif first. I'm gonna go with Max here. Max, just give me a reaction to this game.
When I saw the score, I thought like, okay, the Eagles benched everybody. Didn't know that everyone was starting. Like the Giants blowing out the Eagles is wild. AJ Brown going down with the injury. Jalen Hurts like messing up his finger. Obviously, like the worst possible game to go into the playoffs with. Like not what you want at all. How serious is AJ Brown's injury? Do we know?
I don't even know.
Oh, no, it looks bad. It looked really bad. It was a non-contact injury. They haven't really put out any information on his injury. I don't think he's gonna be out. Go ahead.
Honestly, Max, do you think that the Eagles can beat the Bucs?
Yes.
Not can you? Do you think they will?
Yes. Yeah, I do think they will. I get it. Baker's looked amazing to some people. He's played good. Like I'm not trying to.
I want to say he can cook them. He can cook them. He can cook the Eagles.
I think Baker.
That's fine, but yeah, sure, they have a chance. Every team in the playoffs I think has a chance right now. But I do think the Eagles are the better team when they need to play well. I think they can. I think I have similar fears. I feel like about the Cowboys. Like I think they're side by side. I guess I'd probably pick Dallas, but I think it's close. I think it's just like San Fran is so far up that like I don't see anyone catching up. Like it doesn't matter who's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like I think San Fran is 1. Whoever they play is gonna. You know what I mean? Like I'm not really worried about anyone else. I'm just kind of think San Fran's gonna have a cakewalk.
I'm reading right now, and it says AJ Brown might be available for the game against the Bucs. I think Devonta Smith also might be available. So it really just depends on how healthy it is. I'm not gonna lie. If they miss Smitty and AJ Brown, they're gonna lose.
It depends on what kind of Jalen Hurts we get too. Like that's a big deal.
Listen, like I said, Jalen Hurts for me, not even a top 10 quarterback. So if he doesn't have those 2 weapons,
not top 10 is ridiculous.
I don't think that's ridiculous.
We talked about this.
I don't think that's ridiculous.
I know we did, but that's still nasty to me.
I have him top 10.
I don't think that's ridiculous, but okay. He's not better than Matthew Stafford.
Wait, what type of knee injury was it?
It wasn't ACL, so he's not gonna be out for the season. So he might be. I'm looking at right here. He didn't have a brace on. He didn't have a brace on. He didn't have a in crutches and like that. So he might be able to play it. But that game is next Sunday. So
when we talk about the wild card round predictions, I think one game is like game of the week. The game I'll be glued to. Like I think there's a big upset coming.
I think I know what you're talking about. I don't think it's gonna be big, depending on which game you're talking about. But yeah, AJ, they need AJ Brown because without them, they're gonna lose to to the Bucks. But this specific game, though, and Jalen Hurts also smashed his finger in this game.
His finger got messed up.
It was crazy. But yeah, the Eagles have not looked right since that loss to the 49ers. After that, the whole season just went downhill. The plays, it's just like so many. It's either a big play or a QB draw. Like they have no variation in what they're doing. They have not got easy looks for Jalen Hurts at all. This defense is dog. I'm not gonna curse. It's terrible. The defense is terrible. The secondary is terrible. The linebackers are terrible. The defense line is not getting as much pressure as they were in the beginning of the season, and so it's very, 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 very easy to score on the team. The Cardinals put up 30. The Giants put up 30. The 49ers put up 40. So going into playoff game, the real topic is like, do we think the Eagles can get back to the Super Bowl? I don't know. Like, this is clearly not the same team. I think that they're going to lose in the second round. They're going to lose in the second round. I think one of those teams in the second round.
That's fine.
If they see the Cowboys, I think they're going to lose. If they see the Cowboys, I think they're going to lose.
Honestly. I think it's a close game, though. I still think it's close.
Yeah, close game, yeah. But
I might I know I said that earlier.
The offense is still good. I believe they finished like top 10. They finished about top 10 in every single statistical category, but this year, basically.
I know I said I'd take Dallas earlier, but I think it really depends on how they both play this week to see who I think I'd take in a game.
But yeah, Philly is in shambles, and I think Nick Sirianni is going to be on the hot seat next year. But
I just don't know who you're going to get instead of him, type thing.
Someone that's just not a motivator.
Yeah, are you really upgrading that much? I guess like who are you upgrading to? I'm not saying it's this great coach, but is there someone on the market who's really better right now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. But you never know out of next season. I said next season. Like next year, going into next year, he would be on the hot seat. Not like they're gonna fire him out there.
I thought you mentioned the hot seat this summer.
No.
All right, Raps. I ain't gonna lie, but we're getting through this kind of quickly.
I feel like it's a lot of easy stuff. Like,
the
Bears look bad, the Packers look good. The Jags look bad. The Eagles look bad. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's not much debate right now.
All right, Bills win 5 straight. Teeth. It's like I already know what you're gonna say too. It's ridiculous.
What do you know? What do you think I'm gonna say?
I don't know.
I'm curious on what you think.
We're just gonna talk about like the past few years of them doing this and just all that type of stuff.
I wasn't gonna say that, but I do think that like the Bills are dangerous this year, and I thought they were like dead when they got to 6-6. I got a bet with Q, and I actually owe him $30 now because I lost it. So I thought they were gonna go 10-7 this year. I said that before the season started. I don't know if I remember that. I was preaching 10-7, 10-7. They almost went 10-7, but Tua folded. Your man's folded. Let's talk about that. Actually, let's pause real quick.
No, why are you pushing off the blame? See, like what I'm saying. We could have stayed on 20 minutes with the Jags talking about how this is my dark horse. I don't think it's your dark horse. Like I'm saying, this is not the Bills topic. This is the Bills topic. You're pushing it off to make fun of Jaden. It's the Bills topic.
No, Bills win 5 straight to clinch AFC East. They literally had to beat the Dolphins to do that. So that was what I'm saying. I'm not saying
you're losing a bet. You're losing a bet. You're pushing that off to try and blame on Jaden now.
What do you mean?
It's weird.
It's not pushing blame.
You're deflecting that you're wrong about the Bills. You're wrong about the Bills.
No, it's not. No, it's fine. It's fine. Now, Jaden, I would like your thoughts on Tua's performance in this game. And it's not a must-win game, but obviously you get better seeding. You get home
pretty big.
Field advantage. Yeah, home field advantage like that in the playoffs. It's really valuable come playoff time. So, what were your thoughts on Tua completion of it?
To be honest, first off, he didn't. Why are we cursing on his podcast?
He was terrible. He was terrible, and
I don't think he was terrible. Actually, in the playoffs, we'll see better performances next year. We're gonna grab the MVP. Tua, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Why are you lying on that? Like, let's not go that far. Let's not go that far.
I don't even know.
Okay, bet on it. Bet on you because you could be a very rich man if you honestly think Tua's winning the MVP next year. Put money on it. Not with me. Give it to Vegas. You can get some good odds at Vegas if you honestly think Tua's winning the MVP next year.
He's not.
With Caleb Williams as a bet.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
exactly. Can we talk about the Bills, bro? Can we talk about the Bills?
We talk about the Bills.
In all fairness, he was 17.
I think
he was 17 for 27, 173.
He wasn't good, bro. He was not good.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, he wasn't. I mean, He's a system quarterback. I don't know what to say. But
In all
anyways,
fairness, though, there you go. Never mind. I'll say it in a second. I would say the Bills didn't look that great last night either. The Bills kind of like were a little
no,
scary.
they didn't. The biggest thing is like I don't know how far the Bills can go in the playoffs just because you really don't know what Josh Allen you're going to get. Like you don't know what Josh Allen you're going to get. Like he's so sporadic, it's crazy. Like he'll have a great game one week. Next week, he'll do the most amazing things and then throw 2 interceptions in the same game. Like it's so crazy. It helps you way more than it hurts you a lot of the time. I don't think he had an entire red zone interception until the game against the Dolphins, but they're going to need Josh Allen to be at his A game if they want a chance to actually go on a deep playoff run because the teams in the AFC are dangerous. And they're going to have to get past the Ravens specifically. So Josh Allen going to be on his A game. I don't know how far they're going to go, but will I say they proved me wrong this year? No, I don't think so. Not really. I had them going 10-7. They went 11-6. I think the division would have been a lot different if Aaron Rodgers stayed healthy, which I couldn't foreshadow at all. Also, didn't think Tua would just, literally like they could have. He shut the bed. He was terrible. Did
the Bills beat the Jets? Did the Bills beat the Jets, or did the Jets win both games?
They went 1-1, I believe.
The Bills won 1. Okay.
Which is probably what would have happened if Aaron Rodgers was there. But I just think the Jets would have been a playoff team this year if they went 7-10 without Aaron Rodgers again. So this team is obviously a quarterback away. They're a quarterback away.
Bro, did you see what Joel was saying about Aaron Rodgers, bro?
Yeah, I heard him say he don't want him as a quarterback anymore. I saw it. I guess he doing some off the field stuff. I haven't really paid attention to that because I've not watched the Jets game that much until after he went down. I'm not watching them.
That's your favorite player, bro. How are you not in tune with what he's doing, bro?
I watch him for what he does on the field. He was talking about Jeffrey Epstein list and a whole bunch of other crazy stuff. I don't subscribe to that, so I don't know what he was on. But I'm off that.
The takeaway that I was like concerned with the Bills going forward, they had 3 red zone turnovers, 2 picks and a fumble. That can't happen again. And the Dolphins' defense is not that good. Like it's not great compared to the other guys. It's not the Chiefs. It's not the Browns. It's not the Ravens. Like it's not these elite defenses. It's not even the Steelers. Like there are good defenses you're gonna have to come up against, and I think they go against the Steelers this weekend. So like I get it. The Steelers' offense is not great, but like their defense is gonna like make you pay for mistakes. And like Josh Allen, I don't think he can just not have his you're saying A game. I'm saying A+. He has to be A+ this playoffs because this Bills defense looks shaky too. They have injuries. Milano's not there. Tre'Davious White's not there. Like they have very little room of error. Like you need to beat Baltimore. You probably need to beat KC, and then you have to beat a Cleveland. Like you have to beat elite defenses. And like Josh Allen is again, he's been shaky all year. If you get a great Josh Allen, there are very few quarterbacks who I take over him. But when you get a bad Josh Allen, it sinks your season, right? Like these mistakes and stuff, it's happened in the past. I hope the Bills do well. I think seeing Josh Allen in the Super Bowl would be a lot of fun. I think the Bills team would be a lot of fun. Just their defense is shaky, and he cannot make mistakes. And a team like Baltimore especially is going to make you pay for those mistakes. So they just need to be, beyond their A game, I think.
All right. Got to that one pretty quickly too. All right, which head coach opening is the most attractive? I'm gonna list out the teams, and you tell me. I feel like this is pretty obvious as well. First, we got. What are you gonna say, Latif?
I want to preface this is probably gonna be a TikTok, so I'm gonna need you to stand up a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Which head coach opening is gonna be the most attractive? Anyways,
why you had to say it like that, bro?
I'm gonna list out the teams. Tifa, actually, how do you want me to do this? You want me to just list them all? Or
no, you can list teams, bro.
All right. So we got the Falcons, Chargers, Commanders, Panthers, and the Raiders.
I'm gonna say the Chargers just because it is so hard to find a franchise quarterback in the NFL. And I think they had that in Justin Herbert. Obviously, with the Atlanta Falcons, they have kind of the opposite. They have the entire team, but don't have the quarterback. I kind of think it's easier to build a team around your franchise quarterback than trying to find that franchise quarterback, because you can draft one, which they're not even in a great draft position to do that. But I think when you have that franchise quarterback, it makes that head coaching position a lot more attractive. Now, the rest of the team is kind of like a shit show. I'm not gonna lie, but at least they got Justin Herbert, and you got him for a long time. So I would say the Chargers.
Yeah, that's terrible.
What?
That's stupid. But Max, go ahead.
I guess.
You guys all know that Justin Herbert is by far my favorite quarterback in the NFL, and it's very easy to say the Chargers. But I think being $34 million under the cap is not attractive at all if you're trying to build a team who has nothing else. Being $34 million under the cap, having a running back who does not have a good year, having receivers who can't stay healthy is a very scary sight for me. So I would probably give it to the Atlanta Falcons for the simple fact that we've seen by other teams. You see in elite situations like you can say Philly. If you want to say Jalen Hurts is a system quarterback, Latif, that's fine. You could say Philly. You could say San Francisco. When you build elite teams or really good teams around a average to above average quarterback, and the Falcons have $34 million in cap. So complete opposite sides. They got $34 million to build around your team. You could take a shot on Justin Fields. You could take a shot in the draft. You have a great running back. You have two good receiving threats. You can get another one if you need. It's a deep draft for receivers. You have a solid defense. Your Jesse Bates signing was great. AJ Terrell still on one side. Like, you have great options. I really think that landing spot, I get it's not the coach making the decisions, it's the GM, but in a coaching position, you have money, you have financial freedom, and you have a solid team around. You don't have tons and tons of holes. Your O-line is great. Like, there's very things you need to touch up. You just need, like, one superstar at the quarterback position and maybe some on the defensive side. But your team is solid, and you're in a division that's super winnable. You really think the Chargers are going to come in and beat the Chiefs every year? Like, the Chiefs had a bad year and they went 11 wins. Exactly. You could have if you get a good coach and a good quarterback, the Falcons are winning this division next year. And that's not even that's not crazy to say at all, because the Panthers.
How easy is it to find that though? How easy is it to find like a Justin Herbert? Like they're selecting ace. So right now they're.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I just said. If you could build a good enough team, you could put Baker on this team, and I think that they win the division. And they win the division.
And go where after that? And then where they go after that?
I would rather.
I'm talking about Super Bowls, man. I'm talking about Super Bowls. You need a Justin Herbert level quarterback to win your Super Bowl.
If you don't even have your team winning your division, I'm sorry, you're not winning the Super Bowl right now. You need to win the division, okay? I get it. Justin Herbert he's great.
Okay.
He's a top 5 quarterback, easy. Top 3 quarterback at his best. I think that, like, having to fail at the other team is challenging, especially with them. Every defensive move they had seems to suck. They can't keep a guy healthy.
So which one is harder? Building a team or finding a franchise quarterback? When I mean franchise quarterback, I'm talking about like top 7 level, top 5 level. Which one is harder? Answer that question.
Building a team.
That's not true. But go ahead. I mean, I'm asking Max.
That's a weird question. There's only 5 top 5 quarterbacks. So statistically, you're saying a good team. A good team is
okay. Which one is harder? Finding a franchise quarterback?
I think it's tougher.
Building a team.
I think it's tougher to put yourself in a position of San Francisco than to put yourself in the position of the Chargers. The Chargers. Yeah, I think it's tougher to build yourself like San Francisco than put you in like the Chargers.
The Falcons are not built like San Francisco. They're not. I'm sorry. They're not built like San Francisco.
They're not.
That's what I literally just said though. You have $34 million in cap. You have draft picks. You have things you can like work around to do that. And you don't have to be San Francisco. You just got to win your division, who is a shitty division. I'm sorry. Sorry for cussing. It's a terrible division. The Saints, that's why I said it. The Saints are on the decline. I'm sorry. The Saints are on the decline right now. They got to figure out their coaching situation, their quarterback situation. I don't even know what the Bucs are doing. I don't think they're on the up though. The Panthers, they can just stay with no coach.
How aren't they on a? How aren't they on up?
Do you think it's like the revitalization of Baker's career? Mike Evans is younger.
I don't.
Exactly. So how are they on the up? How are they on the up then?
Because they got to.
You don't.
No, this not like
comeback.
That's not what you were. That's not what you were saying earlier.
No, when I meant revitalize his career, I mean like he could be a starter in the NFL again. Because right now Baker's on his couch last year for a point in time. Now,
but like, this easiest. The last thing I'm gonna say, this is the easiest division to win in football. and they were one game away from winning it with Desmond Ridder and Arthur Smith calling plays. So if you think that someone else can't come in there and with a Justin Fields level quarterback and win the division, that's crazy.
Yeah, gonna say that. You could literally just throw a mid QB in there, and that'll be pretty good. Let's see if I don't know what you were talking about.
I agree. I think you made some good points. Cap, good point. The weapons they have around them, they have a better team, probably a little bit than the Chargers. Yeah, sure. And the Cap, the Chargers.
Oh, what'd you say? I didn't hear that.
They have a little bit better team than the Chargers. Yeah, sure.
It's just offensively, okay. I think the Chargers offense is better. It's just availability is the most important thing.
I agree with.
The Chargers
okay, so listen,
not healthy.
The Chargers cap situation is not good, but I believe they're going to cut a lot of people this year. But like I said, you can have that great team. You can put Baker Mayfield, Justin Fields in there, but I promise you those players won't be winning your Super Bowl. And when you have a quarterback like Justin Herbert, all you got to do is build around him. Now it's not easy to build around a team, but I think it's harder to find a franchise level quarterback. I think it is. I just think it is. I'd rather have a quarterback.
But look back at the past couple of Super Bowl winners. People who are not all-time greats, aka Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady, you have great teams around them. The Seahawks had a great team. The Broncos had a great team. The Rams had a great team. Like all these guys
who win. Like I said, the Chiefs. We had this debate last year. The Chiefs weren't that great. The Chiefs teams.
That's what I'm saying. Unless you have a top 3 quarterback, Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. That's what I just said. Top 3 quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady. You need to have a team. Go back in the past Super Bowl winners. Name me one guy who was not like a mid-tier quarterback. Nick Foles won because he had a great team. Joe Flacco, great team. Like these are not franchise quarterbacks.
He's
10 years ago.
Like I'm just saying.
10 years ago. You're saying anomalies. You're saying anomalies.
Aaron Rodgers has won Super Bowl. He's a great quarterback, but he has not had a team around him. He stinks.
That's not true.
Like, he's not.
That's not true.
What?
Not true.
So he's just a bad quarterback then?
No, Aaron Rodgers has had teams around him. But
because that's the biggest thing Packers fans fight me about is that
I don't say that. I don't say that. But Aaron Rodgers has had talented teams and he's had talented defenses, and either him or the team has consistently failed. So I'm not using that with Aaron Rodgers.
So just go back though. Besides all-time greats, Tom Brady and Pat Mahomes, who was the last franchise quarterback to win it without an elite other offensive or defensive unit?
So I will argue like the way we're trending nowadays, you have to have an elite guy to win the Super Bowl. I think that, especially with the game becoming a lot more pass heavy. I'm saying so we can go through back to the last Super Bowls. Nick Foles is an anomaly. I'm not talking about stuff from 10 years ago with Joe Flacco. I'm talking about the last 5 years and where I think the NFL is heading. You need a guy. Matthew Stafford, even though they had a great team around him, that is a guy. That's an elite guy. Patrick Mahomes, elite guy.
But he was not in top 5 conversations. You're not putting Pat Mahomes and Matt Stafford in the same thing.
Matt Stafford, it was a top 10 quarterback. I know what I'm saying.
Top 10? We've talked about this many times.
Matthew Stafford was elite. Matthew Stafford really was elite. Matthew Stafford really was elite. He just on the Lions, bro. Let's be for real.
Yeah, Matthew Stafford that was not the year before he came there.
What?
He was not elite the year before he came there. He was a good quarterback. He
was very good. Like I said, he was on the Lions. I don't know. That was really holding him back.
Think about it. Just like the teams who win, you need a team around you. Who are your top 5? Who are your top 7 quarterbacks? Just top 5 quarterbacks. Fine, top 5.
I mean, everybody needs a team. I don't like thinking like the Chargers won't be able to build a team. But if you don't have that guy, they're not going to get there. Like you can build the real anomaly is going to be Brock Purdy this year if they're able to do it, because that's a super team.
Jalen Hurts is not a top 10 quarterback. That's another one. Then, in your opinion,
he didn't win.
That's fine. He got there. That's what a lot of elite quarterbacks.
And he did not win. Did not win.
Like
okay, you need I think in this day and age, 9 times out of 10, and where the NFL is going, you're going to need an elite guy to win the Super Bowl. You're going to need an elite guy.
Unless you have a 1A or 1B on the GOAT list, looking back at it,
I don't think
elite guy. That's why, like, I don't think, like, has there ever been, like, a top 5 quarterback to win a Super Bowl, not named Tom, like, top 5 in the league, not named Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes? In the past.
Of all time?
No, 15 years.
What are you talking about? What are we talking about right now? Are you saying of all time?
I'm saying the past 15 years. Tom Brady or Pat Mahomes has won it, right? Because they have teams, because they are elite guys. They are that dude, right? They are the guy. Come on.
I'm so confused right now. Are you saying of all time or when they were playing? Because Drew Brees won one, Aaron Rodgers won one, Ben Roethlisberger won one.
I said the past 15 years. 2023, so going back to 2008, the Giants won, right? Giants elite team. You're not calling. Are you really calling Eli Manning a top quarterback? No. The Giants won 2 back-to-back because they're elite team. The Pats won. You have, I think, the only one in here in the last 15 years to have an elite quarterback like take over a game, and that's Aaron Rodgers. But you have the Giants team. Baltimore had a team. Seattle had a team. Denver had a team. Philly had a team. Tampa Bay, when he got Tom Brady, had a team. The Rams had a team.
Tom Brady was an elite quarterback.
He said
Tom Brady was an elite quarterback. You said Tampa was a team. And again, like I said, this is my whole point. You said Tampa was a team. My whole point was where I think the NFL is going. You're looking at 15 years ago and all that. I'm talking about where I think the NFL is going. I'm not using that large of a sample size. You look at the last 5 years, it's been Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes because those are elite guys. The anomaly, I believe, is what's his name, Nick Foles or whatever. But where the NFL going in a way more pass-heavy system, way more dropbacks than ever been in NFL history, you need a elite quarterback to win it. I'm not, like I said, I already said, I'm not looking at Joe Flacco and all them guys. Those are anomalies to me. I'm not looking at Eli Manning going to Super Bowl. Those are anomalies to me. Obviously, you can do it with a elite roster around you and a good guy at the quarterback. But more times than not, like I said, I think it's gonna be 9 times out of 10. You need a elite guy. You're gonna need like one of those top 7 level quarterbacks to win a Super Bowl.
2 things. Just one, it's just weird that every anomaly to you is the one that proves you wrong. But 2, right now,
it's an anomaly.
Like in the playoffs, right? The top teams in the league or
That's
whatever.
cooking you. I ain't gonna lie.
The 49ers quarterback.
It's not an anomaly. It's an anomaly.
The 49ers guy is not an elite guy. In your eyes, the Eagles guy, not an elite guy. The Browns, sure as hell, not an elite guy. The Dolphins, who are leading the league for a long time,
they're not Super Bowl contenders.
Huh?
Those are not Super Bowl contender. The Niners are a Super Bowl contender. I don't think the Browns are really
3. You got 3 contenders?
With this year being the most mid-level QB play and we've ever seen and ever. The contenders right now are the Ravens. The Ravens are a contender. The Niners are a contender. On the side of the Eagles are kind of like fell out for me. Honestly, I don't think the Eagles are a contender.
Dak is not an elite guy.
It's literally 2. It's kind of like only 2 contenders right now. We are sure they're contenders because with the Browns, their offense is like it's Joe Flacco, bro. So like they are more like on a dark horse cusp of things right now.
What I'm thinking is I get 100% what you're saying. To win a Super Bowl, you need that guy. But to get to a Super Bowl, like it's tough to be that guy every day, like every week in, week out. You need a team to carry you there. You just need a guy to win that game.
I think what you're misunderstanding me is you're bringing up stuff from like 15 years ago when I think the league has changed a lot. I understand that, but you're bringing up like you're bringing up stuff from a decade ago with like Joe Flacco, 10 years ago with Eli Manning. I think the NFL has moved in a way different direction. Where, like I said, this is the highest percentage of dropbacks we've seen in NFL history. Year by year, it goes up. So you need.
That's fine. I'm talking about the last 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever.
In the last 5 years, it's been Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, basically. Like literally.
Like I said, the 1 and 2 GOATs, the 2 best quarterbacks of all time.
They're not the 2 best quarterbacks of all time, but okay. Well, Patrick Mahomes is not. He's not. Like we talking about talent, yes, but he's not the like greatest, no. But we don't gotta get into this conversation.
Didn't we literally just talk about this? And you said he was 1. Or am I too?
Talent, yes, but not greatest.
That's fine. Talent wise, yes. Greatest, no, because he hasn't had anywhere near the career yet.
Correct.
But talent wise, yes. Like the 2 greatest, not greatest, but
Matthew Stafford was an elite guy. If they don't win a Super Bowl with Jared Goff, this is why they had to trade from. They literally had to trade for a guy because they had Jared Goff who wasn't a guy. And it's like I said, it's hard to find. It's hard to find a Matthew Stafford. Then
their defense does not get enough love for. Like I get Matthew Stafford, cool. I don't think anyone was calling him top 5. There's not 5 quarterbacks.
He was top 5. He was top 5 after he won a Super Bowl for sure. He was top 5
after he won the Super Bowl, but not before. Like I don't
because
think
he was on the
after.
Lions. He was
The
on the
next year,
Lions.
I don't think he was top 5.
He was on the Lions, bro. Like Matthew Stafford was regarded as an elite guy after he won the Super Bowl. The reason that he wasn't regarded as an elite guy because he was on the Lions. They were poverty.
I don't think that's. I think I have Matt Stafford as an elite guy with the Lions with Megatron and everyone, and not now. He's gotten older. He can't do all the things he could.
I'm talking about the year after he won the Super Bowl, bro.
His best years was with Detroit.
Matthew Stafford was regarded as an elite guy after he won the Super Bowl. How will he not be?
I need to go back with him being an elite guy. I don't think I heard those conversations.
Was he not? Matthew Stafford was a top 7 QB for sure after he won the Super Bowl. Sure.
I don't think top 7's all elite.
I think top 7 is about elite. It is. It's tiers. You have like.
Okay, so go top 7 right now. Top 7 right now. Can you comfortably say there are 7 quarterbacks in the league right now that are elite today?
Like I said, this was a year of a terrible QB play, but Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, that's 3. Joe Burrow is elite. Justin Herbert is elite. We had 6 now, right? Who would you say is the 6th best quarterback right now? Because right now,
did y'all see Mike Caldwell?
I'm sorry, I just zoned out right now. Do you put CJ up there or no?
CJ is an elite quarterback. Matthew Stafford right now, borderline.
He's not elite. Not right now. No, I don't think he's an elite quarterback right now.
I'm missing somebody. I don't have.
I think there.
I don't think
there's 7. I don't think there's 7 elite quarterbacks right now. So that's all I'm gonna say.
Where were we at 6? You saying CJ Stroud not elite?
I don't think there's 7 elite quarterbacks. So no.
So they're not 7. They're 6.
I think at the moment. Say it again. I got 5.
Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, and Justin Herbert is 5. I don't know if you're saying. I don't know if you're saying. Right, CJ's not elite. I guess not. Aaron Rodgers when healthy. We gotta see it. I guess.
Those guys. Yeah, I agree, but I think there's 5. So like again, I think elite gets thrown out a little too much. I don't think all these guys are elite.
I think Aaron Rodgers for healthy is elite. Aaron Rodgers for healthy is elite quarterback. Yes. Like even after his last season, even after his last season in Green Bay, when we said did we say he wasn't elite anymore after last year? It was Green Bay. Did he say he wasn't elite anymore?
I feel like I forget about him, so I don't even put him like. I think I had him like as 8.
Did y'all see Mike Caldwell get fired? Mike Caldwell and the staff. Who? Mike Caldwell, defensive coordinator for the Jags.
Makes sense.
Oh, did that just happen?
I got a clean house.
Yeah, it just happened.
It just Jaguars are firing defensive coordinator Mike Caldwell. I mean,
Yeah, their defense sucked. All right, last topics.
Yeah, but getting the wild card predictions. I'm just gonna give out the names. Are we gonna speed round this?
No, I need this for TikTok. Yeah. So I need this for TikTok. But we don't gotta explain it too much.
All right. So first, Browns and Texans. Who y'all got?
I'm gonna go with the Browns. I think their pass rush is gonna be able to get to CJ Stroud, and I think his lack of experience in the playoff setting is going to be the reason why the Browns win the game. I think Joe Flacco is gonna be able to carve up their secondary as well.
I'm very much. I think this will be a close game, and I really want to say the Texans. I really think CJ Stroud might go out there and ball out day one. Yeah, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna say the Texans surprise everyone. I think they might take out the Browns. Give me the Texans at home.
Yeah, I'm a story type of guy, and I love what CJ Stroud has done this year. So I want to see that continue. I got the Texans over the Browns. Chiefs versus Dolphins. Latif, what's so funny? I don't know.
I'm a story topic. That's just not going to happen. He's not going to beat the Browns. He might. I think I would like to say
clip it.
They're not going to. I think the Browns are going to win. The Browns are going to win. But I do want to see. I'm very, very curious to see how CJ plays against the best defense in the NFL in his first playoff game, because they could be very telling. That just backs up your point if he, top 5 potential even more. If he goes into the playoffs and he performs well or even gets a win versus the best defense in the NFL,
huge.
And sky's the limit, bro. At that point. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know. That was weird.
I don't know what you're doing.
Next one.
Chiefs versus
Text someone or
Dolphins.
something.
Max.
Casey. I really want Casey to win. I don't know. I don't have like anything against Miami. I would rather have KC win. I think they're the better team.
The Chiefs are going to beat the Dolphins. The Dolphins are injured for one, and the Chiefs are at home as well. And I think they'll be able to carve up that. Even though their offense has been struggling so much, I think they'll be able to perform against the Miami Dolphins defense, especially with the injury. And then I just don't trust Tua. Why would I trust Tua over Mahomes? Like no way, no how, no way, never.
That's cool, actually. Who is gonna win the Chiefs? Who do I want to win? Dolphins, of course. I got my favorite quarterback on the team. So, Packers versus Cowboys.
This is in Dallas, right? I'm gonna go with Cowboys. I don't think the Packers are experienced enough yet at the moment to go in there in Dallas and win this game. Their defense is not great at all, and I think CD's gonna have a great day. I think Dak's gonna have a great day, and I trust their defense to stop Jordan Love more than I do the Packers defense to stop the Cowboys. So I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
I think it's a close game, but give me Dallas. I think it's close.
It's gonna be a blowout.
Yeah, I got Dallas, but Dak will be Dak later on. Lions versus Rams.
Dak is better than Tua, by the way.
No,
he literally is.
Let me hop in first. Give me Los Angeles. The Rams are beating. Matthew Stafford is killing the hearts of all Lions fans in Detroit and the house he built. The Rams are winning the game.
I agree. I knew Max was going to say this like an hour ago when he was talking about it's going to be a big game. I knew what he was talking about. Anyways,
this is the most fun game. This is the most fun game, in my opinion, to watch.
Matthew Stafford is going to be able to throw on the Lions secondary. It's not good at all. Puka is going to have a good day. Cooper Kupp is going to have a good day if he's healthy. They're going to be able to run the ball as well, I believe. Had one of the top rushing attacks in the NFL this season. So I think the Rams are going to go to Detroit and win the game.
Yeah, I got the Rams. Lions are frauds. Eagles versus Bucks. Max.
Philly.
I'm going with the Bucks. Baker Mayfield is going to get a ball.
He's weird. Max.
Do you want to bet on that one? By the way?
Can I finish my take? Jesus Christ. What is going on?
You are weird.
How?
Bro, when I said I think it's possible that the Bucks beat the Eagles, you're like, and you literally said no.
Anyways, can I finish my take? I think that if the Eagles are not healthy, which is possible they might not be, we know their defense is terrible, and I think the Bucks are going to be able to move on their defense. It's going to be a shootout game, I believe, and I think the Bucks can win the game.
Did we not just watch? Hold on. Stop. We're talking about Fields and looking at the Packers defense getting dotted up by Bryce Young the week prior. Are we not talking about what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't do? They scored 9 points. 9 points on the Panthers. In a must-win game, they scored 9 points.
They won a game. And they have
no touchdowns. 0 touchdowns. 0 touchdowns. And the Panthers defense is not this great defense.
We were talking about what the Packers did on the Packers did on the Packers defense. That's the conversation was.
The Packers did on the Packers defense.
Packers did on the Panthers defense. We were talking about what the Panthers did on the Packers defense.
Yes, you're talking about what Bryce Young did to them. Exactly.
Yes.
So if Baker Mayfield can't dot up Carolina, I don't think that he's going to be dotting up Philly left or right.
He's dotted up bad defense all year. That's how he got these numbers. Come on now. He did it all year.
But I'm saying, like,
he had a decent game against them.
He put up 9 points.
He had a decent game against the Eagles earlier this year too. So, I think the defense is even worse. So, I think he can get it done. Bucks are winning that one.
Yeah, I got the Bucks. Steelers versus Bills, Steve.
The Bills gonna win this game. I think this is almost a bye week. Almost. TJ Watt, I don't think is not playing. I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna play.
Not.
And that's gonna. No, he got a grade 2 MCL injury, so I don't think he's gonna be able to get out there on the field. If he is, that's incredible. But without TJ Watt, there's no way the Steelers win this game. He's that valuable for them. Their offense is not great, and I know the Bills' defense is not great, but I'm gonna trust Josh Allen more than I trust Mason Rudolph. So yes, they're gonna lose.
I was this close to saying Pittsburgh was going to pull something out their ass defensively. But if TJ Watt's not playing, yeah, it's dead. Give me Buffalo. In Buffalo. Give me Buffalo.
I got Buffalo. All right. So that wraps up the 67th episode. I feel like we kind of got that over with quick besides the last topic. That kind of
hour and 20 minutes, bro.
I said the last topic. The last topic kind of stretched. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, it was what was it? It was the best coaching position. We kind of rambled on that.
Yeah. But if you guys haven't subscribed or followed the socials, they're right up top. It's free, bro. Just do it. We've actually been growing pretty well over the past week or two. So if y'all can just keep engaging with the videos, we love that. Just getting a lot of feedback from y'all is definitely beneficial for us to provide better content. So yeah, just keep doing it, and we appreciate y'all. And yeah, we're out.